Hey you guys, Blessed YGO here. And this is finally for you guys my Salamangreat deck profile with a little bit of explanation on the card choices that I played. This is actually the deck profile for a specific event that I played on the 17th. It was the Konami OTS trophies, and I actually got first place at my local one. I actually have the trophy. I'll go get it for a second. Give me 1 second. Nice first place trophy. Nice first place trophy. Nice first place trophy. Love to see it. Love to see it. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Salad best deck. Don't want to toot my own horn, but nah. Uh, but yeah, this was the deck I played, and I'll explain why I played certain card choices. I know a lot of you are looking at like Dro's not main, Phantasma is main, like what's going on. I'll explain everything. So first of all, before I get into deck profile, I want to explain the decks that were at my locals, like knowing the matchup. I knew the matchups going into the event, like the majority of decks that were at my locals. So there was a lot of Sky Strikers. I have a lot of Striker fans at my locals. Um, there was a little Drytron, a few Salamangreat players. We had some Fam Night players. Well, I think just one actually, one Fam Night player. Um, no dinos and one Tri Brigade player. Like I knew it was gonna be like one or two Tri Brigade players there, so I wasn't like on like maining Imperm over Phantasme. Um, so like that, I'll explain the hand traps now. So three Ash Blossom, which is standard. Most Salamangreat decks, always play three Ash just because you can get it back on Sunlight Wolf. Three is Ghost, but three Ghost Spell. This has been a staple in like majority of the decks this format. Three Effect Veiler. This was just it's a good card right now, to be honest. There's a lot of things you can do, like hidden diviners. That came up a lot with me. Hidden mubetas. That also came up a lot with me. Like having multiple negates like that is like really strong. And like being able to draw into them off Phantasma is just like a lot more consistent. Like against Drytron, Phantasma is like super dead. But against like Striker, it just wins the game by itself, which is also why I opted to play the Phantasma. Also, like Veiler on Kagari, if they're not like if they're not like chaining raid during the battle phase to get Kagari, because they're like trying to high out there. So I'm like usually Veiler sticks on Kagari nowadays. Uh, and just stopping the engage is like crucial majority of the time. Also, I play three Flame Buffalo, no debug. I just think I like there's no situations right now where I want to summon a debug. Um, like going first, I never want to summon it because it never gets me to more cards. It, it's a plus. I don't know. It never just like and that like Buffalo replaces itself and the cards you get rid of, right? But on top of doing that, when you're getting rid of a card, you're extending your play. It's like you're already putting a Jack Engrave. It's like you don't even have to go all the way to Stalio, or like you're putting a Fox Engrave and keeping a Solemn Great card in hand, just in case like you get nabbed later on. Um, you can still like end up something. You know what I mean? So like, sorry, it's my alarm. Um, I don't know. Like going second, like he just helps play through boards better. Um, so just Buffalo over debug. I also play three Foxy, three Spinny. They're good extenders. I also like the normal summon Spinny. I mean Foxy uses effect a lot. Cause like I'm either hitting a Salmon Great card or I'll probably hit a hand trap. So depending on my hands, like if I draw like a lot of hand traps in my open hand, like it's a high chance I'm gonna hit a salad card. Um, I mean it's not too high of a chance. It's just alright enough of a chance. Like even if you miss because like you'll go Foxy effect whiff and then just spinny out of hand, spinny effect, make Stallion and just like play from there. Um, there's lots of hand traps in this format though, so like my normal summon is usually more dependent on Flame Buffalo because he plays around hand traps very well. So like I said, three Foxy, three Spinny. I still play two Jack. You just want to be able to open a Cyberse monster to discard with Buffalo because you don't play Parallel Exceed. You play hand traps over Parallel Exceed, so you just want to like open some with Buffalo. Falco and Gazelle. Not gonna explain Gazelle. One circle, one will. For the YCS, I played three will. It was really good. I was just Kobe Short helped me with this deck and Joseph Gray. Rest of my team. Cookie, we all just decided to work on it and just cut Will down. Um, it was one of those situations where we figured we could always access it if we needed to, and like it wasn't a game changer if it got banished off of Desires. You know what I mean? It's not a card we necessarily need to open, and cutting down on it let us play more powerful cards like more hand traps. Instead of like 9, we can play like 12. And then we can play cards like Imperial Warrior on top of that, with like having without having like less dead wills. So yeah, Sanctuary, 3 Desires, 3 Silent Minings. And before anybody says like you can't play Order and Salamangreat, like a lot of people already, always have been playing this. Like a lot of decent deck builds with this have been throwing this in their deck. Like even Tri Brigade. So like Tri Brigade plays 3 Desires, right? 3 Tinky, 1 Call by the Grave, right? So if we play 2 more spells in them, so like it's not like our spells are like killer where we need it, and we can always like turn it off. And like Sanctuary isn't necessary majority of the time. Like a lot of times I'll keep it in my hand if I open Phantasme. I'll just never activate it. And I'll just play with like I'll get a relinked wolf with like the extender monsters that I have, because every monster is an extender in your deck. Even Falco, which is like the worst one, he's still an extender itself. Um, so yeah, 1 Imperial Order, 1 Roar, 1 Rage. Um, it's like I want to play more Roar, not really more Rage. Just always opening the counter trap is like really really crazy. Whenever I like go first and open this, it's like the majority of the time I'm winning that game. Um, cause like it's always live, even if you don't like. If you play even like you can play around with Nib if you open this majority of the time, because you don't have to like send a trap and get it back off the wolf. You don't have to do any of that. Um, I don't know. I just don't have any room for it. I don't know what I would cut for it if I tried to play clear. Like I definitely wouldn't cut hand traps, and like I wouldn't cut strikes over it. Um, I don't know. It would like increase your count on Foxy too as well. But I definitely wouldn't play over 40 though. If you want to, it's fine. I never knock anybody play over 40. Uh, so yeah, 1 Rage on top of that, and then 3 Summon Strike. And then for the side deck, we have 2 Wind Kaijus. I didn't want to just randomly lose to a Wind Barrier statue. I really want this trophy, so I just want to have like way to play against everything. And then like these cards are good against like Drytron as well. Like 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 nowadays, like if you're hand trapping Drytron sometimes on their turn, like they'll only end on like IP or like even like a Herald with like 2 fairies in hand. Sometimes like so like if you kaiju their Herald, it's like pretty good. Or like even kaiju in that 1 Appaloosa versus Tri Brigade, that's also like super strong. Um, this is really just here for like the wind statue and striker players, because like you kaiju sky strikers and it just like turns off everything. It's like a feather duster essentially. And then you can always bounce your kaiju to Mustalio later on. 3 Nibiru, 3 Drolling Lock, 1 Feather Duster, 3 Cosmic, 3 Anti-Spell. We also play triple Balinks, triple Sunlight Wolf, double Heat Leo, 1 Update Jammer, 1 Splash Mage, 1 Transcode, 1 Access Code, 1 Appaloosa, 1 Avermax, and 1 Stalio. I don't play Dweller because I feel like anytime you're like trying to go into a Dweller, like you're definitely getting nibbed. I try to play around the Bureau a lot. Like I know that contradicts with like not playing multiple wheels, trying to play around the Bureau, but like if you can just use your cards correctly, like holding your Gazelle, just like in no relink Valences instead of like full boards, because like if your hand traps are strong enough, you're fine with like you're not dying. Is essential. And like cool plays you can do on your opponent's turn, like stand up, pop one of your things, like you can summon Gazelle, send Falco, Falco set the roar again, so like your next turn you can play mid free. Yeah, so just that. And also I played Avermax, just because I knew there was a lot of strikers in my locals, and just because striker has like a really hard time dealing with this. So like if my hand was like really bad, it was just like all Cyberus monsters, right? Like I'll just try to end on like an Avermax first turn and pray. He couldn't get to like an afterburner and set one. I mean, not afterburner, demo waves and just like set one and get rid of my Avermax. But yeah, that's it for the deck profile, you guys. Getting a little tired here. You guys got questions, comment below. I'll be sure to answer them. Again, this was a list from a while ago, and I explained exactly why the hand trap lineups are what they are. This would definitely not be the hand trap lineups I'd take to like a real event right now if we had like a regional tomorrow. Draws would definitely probably be in my main deck, 100%. And imperms probably as well. Probably have to cut some cards. Probably cut like a jack. So like Phantasmes will be imperms, right? Cut a jack, that'd be like one droll. Cut one strike, that'd be another droll. Maybe even cut like a desires. And that way you're on like 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 hand traps. And 3, 6, 9, 14. 14 Salamangreat monsters, not counting sign and linemen, so circle. But yeah, that's it, you guys. Blessed by Joe signing out. Leave your comments, thoughts below. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And peace.